Behind me, we have two sheriff's deputy vehicles. Essentially, very few cars are getting in and out at this time. We've seen blockages sort of across this area near the UPS Worldport area, near the airport. It has been very hard to get in and out as, again, investigators continue to do their work in what has now become a recovery effort. But there have been some questions, right? We've had questions in the newsroom starting this morning. You know, how are these UPS workers doing right now? How are these union workers doing? And how are members of the community doing? This is such a big deal. It's such an event that so many say they've never seen anything quite like it. So we went out to get that answer today.
I looked over, I seen fire, clouds, black smoke. I was just scared. I ran into my house saying something blew up, something blew up.
Samuel Harrison and his brothers were playing soccer outside their home just off Outer Loop in Fairdale when they saw the aftermath of the deadly UPS plane crash.
I told my brothers, like, come on, we gotta go. We gotta just call 911, something. Yeah, it smelled like burnt tire. It was horrid, 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 horrid.
Deborah Wilder, who lives out in PRP, says this is traumatic for Louisville's South End.
It's very devastating to me because I'm 62 years old and it's never happened since I've been alive.
Just down the road,
our members are very upset over the crash and are scared and uncertain.
Teamsters Local 89 Vice President Brian Ham talks to me at their union hall. They represent thousands of Louisville UPS workers and others who were working within a quarter mile of the site of the crash when it happened.
UPS has had such a good safety record here in Louisville. I mean, this is the first time this has happened. To the best of our knowledge right now, none of our people were injured.
Ham agrees with Kentucky's governor, saying despite the heartbreaking news of several fatalities, this could have been even more devastating.
Actually, the runway that it took off from going south, so it's going into business areas instead of going into a residential place. So yeah, it could have, depending on which runway, it could have been really bad. Or it could have went out onto 65. I mean, it was, you know, we're right in the middle of the city.
Teamsters Local 89 is projecting a major financial cost from having to temporarily divert flights and those packages away from UPS Worldport, causing disruptions to shipments that could take some time to adjust to.
They'll be double shifting. It's going to be a lot of work to get themselves back on schedule.
For now, the task at hand is getting more answers, and the greater community is sending their prayers to the families who've lost loved ones.
I hope everybody just comes together and help the families out, to help find the other missing.
And Doug, Connie, we did actually see a couple vehicles, including a truck, make their way through. They do have to. And Doug, Connie, we do have, we just saw a couple cars actually, including a truck, make their way through. They do have to check in with the sheriff's deputy, essentially telling them why they're coming through. One of them was actually, I read on the side of their door, it said HEPACO, which I believe on a quick Google search here is an environmental consultant. So take with that what you will. Again, making it through here on Grade Lane. I do want to mention too, Brian Ham, who you just saw there with Teamsters Local 89, says he's never quite seen anything like that engine that was detached from the plane itself on departure in his many years working with pilots in the area. The Teamsters do have a candlelight vigil organized for tomorrow night. That's at 5 p.m. They're inviting members as well as others in the community to help honor the lives lost and the families grieving tonight. Doug.